Hey, what's going on, guys? Brandon here. Welcome back to another video. So today, I want to talk about which mob I'm gonna be voting for Minecraft mob vote of 2023. So there's three options again. There's the crab, the armadillo, and the penguin. So these three mobs are gonna try to make it to Minecraft. So let's go ahead and start by looking at the crab and seeing what it does. So the crab
It lives in
apparently,
mangrove swamps, like this one.
yeah, it lives in mangrove swamps,
Straw
and
is very handy for players that like building.
Yes, because crab claws allow players to place blocks further away.
so they say the crab is going to be helping us place blocks from further away. They don't say how far, but they say further away. That sounds pretty intriguing. I'd like to think in my mind maybe 3 blocks at the most is how farther it's going to be put away. Not saying it is, but that's what I'm thinking at least. They can't make it too overpowered because that's weird considering it's a crab claw that's going to be doing this. So that's why it's probably only going to be 3 or less. At least I think. If it is more, that's pretty insane, but that's my opinion on that. So that's the crab. Next one's the armadillo. So the armadillo will live in savannas.
It lives in warm places, like this savanna biome.
Now, actually, he says warm places, which means it's not only the savannah, it could be like other warm places. Not like the desert, maybe. That wouldn't make too much sense, but I mean, do armadillos live in? I think they do. I think armadillos. I don't know. I'll have to look this up later. But yeah, so he said warm places, so it might be more than one place other than the savannah. So let's keep watching.
The armadillo drops scute, which can be used to craft armor for your wolf.
Now that's pretty intriguing as well because, to be honest, we haven't gotten another armor type other than from the 1.16 update, which was the Nether update, because that's when we got Netherite. That's the last time we got any cool, intriguing armor sets. But also, it's not armor sets for us that we're getting, but it's for our wolves. It's for our furry little friends. Now, here's the cool part: is that it actually is made from scoots again, which, as you know, well, if you don't know, turtles will also drop scoots, at least baby turtles. Um, yeah, once they grow up, they'll I think drop scoots, and you can make a turtle helmet. So that's pretty cool actually, because that's another scoot that can be made that can be made into armor. That's pretty neat. So
This will give your favorite four-legged friend some extra defense against hostile mobs.
see, and that's also what I like is the fact that you can actually, help out your little like companions by having them not die as much because when I bring some wolves into battle with mobs, usually they most of the time don't make it because they usually don't have enough health to survive against more than one mob, and that's it. So that's the sad part. So that's why I feel like this mob is going to help a lot if you want to bring your wolves into more battles. You can make like an entire army probably. But anyway, on to the next mob. And the final one at that, which is the penguin. Here's the penguin. So let's go ahead and see what the penguin does.
Penguins live in the stony shore biome and they're super friendly, so don't
So they will live in the Stony Shores biome, which, as you know, don't really have any mobs that actually reside there right now, anyway. So if we get the penguin as the mob, the Stony Shores will be where it resides. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, let's see what it does.
be scared if they come up to say hello. Penguins are a bit clumsy on land, but they are elegant swimmers. Penguins can also help your boat travel faster, which
So the penguins are clumsy on land, which makes sense because in real life they usually waddle around on land. But when they're in water, they're pretty fast, which is probably the reason why it's going to make our boats faster. They might go behind the boat that we made, and they might push it for us, which will make it go faster. It's kind of like having Dolphin's Grace, but putting the effect on the boat, which is kind of funny. But I mean, you know, that's their way of making this mob useful. But anyway, so that's the 3 mobs. Now, you're probably wondering, now that I've explained them all, which one am I going to be voting for? Now, although the penguin makes boats travel faster, like I already said, we already have Dolphin's Grace, so that might not be too useful. It might be useful. It depends on how fast it makes the boat. If it makes it faster than Dolphin's Grace, then that might be my vote, but they didn't say. So, I mean, we can look in the description. So, yeah, low clumsy on land. The penguin is a strong swimmer in the water. It's helpful too because the amphibious mob can help your boat travel faster. See, it doesn't say here. Now, also, armadillo's here, but the crab also, it says that it will make you build farther. It just doesn't say how much. And that's like, again, I only think it'll be 3 blocks, which ain't too shabby actually. That's a really good like build distance. But I mean, I don't know still, because to be honest, it could be as much as they want it to be. Could be more than 3 blocks. Could be less than 3 blocks. I don't know. So that's the issue with that one. Then the armadillo, it says it will defend your wolves, but it doesn't tell you how much. It just says extra protection. But that's really good in general, because that's, that lets you know that, my wolf will be able to survive battles longer, which is great. So, considering that when I get a wolf and I put it into battle, that I'll be able to make it battle even longer without it having dying a whole bunch of times, and also getting a new mob in the savannah, which is, since we didn't choose the savannah biome for the biome vote, we didn't get the termites or the ostriches or any of those mobs really. I'd say the armadillo would be my best vote. Now, there's probably going to be a whole bunch of, people saying, oh, but the crab is much better, and oh, the penguin is much better, and, that's all of our opinions. We all think some of us think the same thing, some of us think different things. But there's definitely going to be a lot of controversy in this mob vote, just like the last one. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw on Minecraft's Discord server a whole bunch of people just going about, just being super talkative about this big vote. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's what I'm going for. And not only that, but it also gives us new items. And although the crab gives you a new item as well, which is the crab claw, the thing is that it just doesn't, I just feel like, even though I'm a builder, it just won't do as much for me. Because, again, I don't know how far they're talking. If they said it in the thing, then I would possibly make my decision different depending on how far it is. But they didn't say. So that's why I didn't choose it, even though it does add a new item. So the armadillo, what it does is it gives you a new item that will make into another item, which is 2 items. It lives in the savannah and possibly other places that don't have mobs, like specific mobs that actually live there, and it will help you make armor for your wolves. And you don't have to kill them for their scoots, which for the crab, you'd probably have to kill it for the claw, which is kind of sad. So yeah, that's why I'm choosing the armadillo. But again, it's up to you guys which ones you want to vote for. I'm not telling you to vote for any of them or anything like that. You choose what you want to, and just try to make some fun out of it. Don't get mad if the mob that you wanted isn't in the game. It's Minecraft's way of doing things, and there's not much we can do about it because it's not like they're really listening too well to us. from the looks of it, especially for the mob votes, because people are coming up with really cool ideas for it, and they haven't even been like recognized by Mojang, and even if they haven't been executed yet, which is probably why we should just let bygones be bygones and just being lucky for what we get. That's probably the whole purpose of this mob vote as well, because not like we shouldn't be fighting over the mobs. We should be thankful for the mobs that we get. Because if this didn't exist, then there'd be no point in even doing any of this. Like, if you get what I'm saying, we're lucky we even get to vote for mobs, because to be honest, it's hard to get Mojang to get recommended a mob like that the people really want. Like, a lot of people have voted for a whole bunch of mobs on Minecraft.net that they really want to be put into the game, like the Red Dragon and stuff like that, but they ain't putting it in there. So we should be lucky that we're even getting these mobs in the first place. And yes, I know there's gonna be a lot of there's possibly gonna be a bit of a controversy in my comment section. But I mean, it's just gonna be a big mob vote. But I might explain an idea I have for the mob vote, even though they won't listen to it because they have their own ideas. But I have my own idea for the mob vote and what they can do. I mean, yeah, I'll explain it in another video probably. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another video from me. And I will see you all in another video. Hopefully, not talking about the mob vote anymore, because I know people can get kind of, worked up about that stuff. So, anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.